Good morning, sixth grade. So, chances are that you are watching this at the very beginning of the week to kind of get an idea of what we're going to be doing this week. So, I gave the pacing guide in two different forms this week, and I want to see which one that you guys like the best. So, if you could take a moment and just comment this on the actual schedule for this week. So, what that is going to look like is you've got your traditional pacing guide, which tells you all the minutes over here. And this week I'm trying a weekly checklist where you can actually drag over check marks to mark off when you have completed different things. I know that different people learn different ways, and sometimes things like that are helpful. So, I'm just going to quickly work through what we're going to be doing. So the last couple weeks I've been using Monday as a kind of review day and an overview day. So this week, we have a Kahoot review on what we talked about last week with different forms of energy, or different vocab words that are related to energy and motion. Then there's a ReadWorks article. I'm going to, by Monday, have all of the different links on here to get to each of the different posts as well. So the ReadWorks article is about soccer and how that relates to Newton's laws of motion. And there's also an ed puzzle, very quick ed puzzle, about the 3 laws of motion. Monday should be fairly simple. I gave pretty long times here. It probably will not take as long as it says on these. Tuesday, we have an intro question that asks you to watch 2 very quick videos that are about different tricks that people can do, and it asks you to talk about how those 2 videos are related to one another and how actually they are happening. So when you are clicking into this, what you are going to see is you're going to see a bunch of different students' posts. What I'd like you to do is write your original post, go do the activity, watch the video, and then come back and talk about how your view on how you originally answered the questions has changed. And I want you to comment on at least one other student's. Remember, we are being kind when we are talking to each other. The first law activity is doing a magic trick. If you need direction, there is a video that is recorded for how to do this activity. And then after you're finished that, there is a short video just explaining Newton's first law of motion. For Wednesday, we're going to be focusing on Newton's second law of motion, which starts out with a quick video just explaining it. And at the end of the day, you're going to be working on a quick experiment, which you can watch the video to kind of get an idea of how to do it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to come to office hours. And there is the activity sheet over here where you're just going to be filling in your information. On Thursday, we're going to be doing Newton's third law. There is a video that you're going to watch and an activity that should take about 15 minutes, which is just you trying to figure out where the law of motion is, where the action and the reaction force are. And then finally, on Friday, this was one of my students that I had gotten to do this with in the past. It's one of their favorite activities that we'd done all year. If you see right here, I have a picture of one student's project that I have actually at my house. If you've been in my closet, you've seen a bunch of the other projects that are in there that were done on physical balls. But what you're going to be doing is you're going to be thinking about these laws of motion and in adjacent all of the vocab that we talked about last week. So what I want you guys to do, there are a bunch of vocabulary words down here. I want you to use at least 10 of them in your sport. It doesn't matter to me what sport you choose, because you are going to see each of the different laws in those sports. Just some might be a little bit harder than others. So, for example, one person one year wanted to do competitive eating, and while you definitely can find these in there, it might be a little bit harder to do yours on competitive eating than it might be on soccer, swimming, or football. You can do this in any way that you want. The picture that I have is someone who chose to do a poster. You can see that they wrote just sentences on the poster explaining it. But I've had people do presentations before. I've had people create whole scenarios that moved. I've had people create videos of them playing the sport and explaining while they play. I've had people do skits where they kind of talk back and forth to people about the different sports. Anything that you guys can think of to do for this project, you are more than welcome to do. And if you are unsure, then you can come ask. Chances are I'll probably say go for it, but it's up to you and the bounds of your creativity in creating this. So that is the entire week in 5 minutes. I hope you guys have a great week of work and that you learn a lot about the laws of motion. Bye!